Now, just like there's a rainbow, as below, so above, so just like on Earth, how you have different races of peoples, and some of those peoples are even animals, man. For example, I feel that dolphins, they're a type of people. Chimpanzees are a type of people. Orangutans, those are a type of people. Elephants, those are also a type of people. There might be insects that you can call people too, depending of their like intellectual ability and if they have society and their own politics and stuff like that. So just on Earth, you can see there's a series of different types of peoples and races and peoples that are more or less sentient than others, peoples that live in different environments, different body types. Generally speaking, there's the 5-point star vibration of the sentient mind. And what that's about is it's about evolving to live in the fifth dimension. And so the 5-point star shape imprints itself to that life form. So for example, if mammal humans didn't exist, you would still have reptilian humans. You'd still have this shape. This body shape is a fundamental signature throughout either the Milky Way or throughout all of existence within a certain possibility frame. So if there weren't humans, there would still be something else that winds up using technology and is evolving towards traveling into space. For all I know, there's bird people, there's reptile people, there's insect people, there's even underwater people. I'm actually quite certain that the Ogopogo in the lake is not, it may not be a dinosaur. It might actually be intelligent people that have evolved to live deep underwater. They might actually be from a water type Earth, because it's said some UFOs that had come to Earth would just disappear by going right into the water and just not being seen again. Plus, there's 98% likelihood that there are underground cities of the ancient inside of the Earth's crust. Cities that are over many thousands of years, over 10 to 20,000 years, probably longer than that. And there's people from space all over the place, coming from different directions. There are people from space just as there are colors of the rainbow. The Greek gods are actually not individual gods, they're actually races. So, for example, there's the god Ares, the god of war, right? I don't think it's some guy that just comes out of the sky with his swords and all this wicked kung fu. I think it's a race of people from their own sector in space, from their own Earth, their own civilization, but they're a warrior type race. So kids are learning kung fu in kindergarten, and you have to, everything's like a warrior based type vibration. And so you have a civilization from space like that, and then you have this civilization and that one, just like all the colors of the rainbow. There's something funky going on though. Theoretically, according to my research, what I feel someone did, probably the older star elders that came from further away, is they tweaked the Earth human gene pool by taking Earth humans from this Earth and bringing them to a series of other Earths, get them started up a certain way. And then once those civilizations have evolved and gone through a bunch of learning on their Earths, they come back to this Earth in a certain part of the past and then re-add their DNA back into the genetic gene pool of this earth, ultimately tweaking themselves, tweaking us. Basically, it would mean that inside of our DNA, there's like interdimensional genetic history, which would make sense if we have the ability to metamorph, and it would make sense if we have junk DNA and that we're not using yet, we're able to generate all of human history and discover and create so much while we're asleep. Okay, so when I added up all these numbers, I said to myself, the human is the god larvae. It is the larvae of an immaculate interdimensional life form that's moving through the fifth dimension, probably building things in other dimensions and stuff. Dude, we're human, man. We're all over this, hey? We're all over this way more than we have yet to fathom. Because when you go back and forth with your DNA like that, it just gave your DNA quadruple time to evolve. Quadruple? Something like that, yeah. This stuff's hidden in your DNA, man. So don't try to get cybernetics to activate your superpowers. Don't try to tweak yourself with some kind of artificial crap. And don't get into the genetic engineering crap either. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's already been done and taken care of by pros. We don't want to touch the vessel. We don't want to mess with it. We don't want to. It's still going to happen though. You know, the corporate world is still there. Monsanto's still there. These really strong left-brained people that are depending on their five senses are there, and they have the power we give them because we've attached ourselves to the monetary system and belief that it's the only way to live. You know, if you're going to believe that living in the monetary system is the only way to live, then what you should have is you should reincarnate in a world where you have to pay for your oxygen. And then in that world, you can say nothing's for free. See, the world we actually want to manifest here is the world where the best things in life are for free, and life is free, your oxygen is free, like love is free, the relationships are free, our lives are free, the birds are free, the honey is free. Happy love, seeing? But the other one is still there, so you have the polarity relationship. Check this out. Let me thank you for listening to this stuff, okay? Alright. I'm going to throw down a couple more episodes before we wrap up. I just need to make sure that I didn't leave anything out. What I'm aiming for is to help you perceive less limitations and separation, right? So I'm going to go on and on about people from space because I did a bunch of research on that. But I'm going to go on and on about you, us, the Earth humans, and to realize that we got cousins out there. I'm talking about space. They're genetically related to us. Something crazy like this. Next episode.